So my question is, so when I originally published my first book, I made a conscious choice not to run any promotions and not to run any discounts. It must have been, I don't know if it was something that you said or something that somebody else said. But something got planted in my head that if you offer a lot of discounts, it kind of lowers your credibility if your goal is to do other things. For example, my goal is not to sell books as my primary revenue. My goal is to use the book, as you said, to build a system of influence where I can do guest speaking, I can do more training and coaching. I'm also doing like mediation for Chinese and US companies or parties that have conflict, and instead of going to court, I believe I can help them mediate that. So I'm also doing mediation. My question is that hasn't really worked from the business side and from getting more book sales, because obviously the more book sales you have, when people go click your author link, they can see, oh, this book has a lot of ratings and stuff like that. So since I haven't done any promotions, I haven't done any discounts, I haven't done any coupons, I haven't sold a lot of books. So what I want to do is, you did a really good job with your 60 days to LinkedIn mastery. I even got a copy for 99 cents, and I may have even given you a rating or sent a comment. I don't remember, but do you have the script, or not the script, the template for running that campaign? What are the mechanics and how do you get that set up? You're on mute.
Normally, if I hit the space button, then it takes me off mute, but it didn't do that this time. All right, so it's a pretty simple script or plan, which is, yes, you discount the Kindle version only to 99 cents. You do it for a limited time, usually 1 week. If you do it for anything longer than a week, people tend to put it off and say, whatever, I'll do it next week. But if you do 1 week, then they feel like, well, I better do it now because otherwise I'll forget and then it'll be gone. So I would discount it to 99 cents for 1 week and then blast it out on social media, email, podcast, everywhere you can, and publicize it as much as you can. And then the other thing I would do is I would suggest that people get it as a gift for other people. So, because if it's 99 cents and you can frame it as, hey, give this to everybody you know who has any interest in doing business in China, and then they'll look to you as an expert on China, or they'll look at you as somebody they can trust about this, or they'll just appreciate that you gave them a gift. If you can promote it that way, well, then people look at it and they say, well, gee, I can give this to 20 people for 20 bucks, but for every person that I just spent 99 cents on, that's kind of cool for them to see that I gave them a gift, shows them I'm thinking about them. And so that's where you can get more sales, is by setting it up so that people can give it as a gift. And if you plant that seed in their mind, then one of my friends, he came out with a book and he did this 99 cent discount, and I ended up buying 300 copies of it to give out. I was like running promotions on LinkedIn and stuff to give away his book, partly because I wanted to help him, but also just in my own self-interest. It was a benefit for me to be able to attract a bunch of attention to myself by being able to give away his book. And so it was smart of him to promote it as a gift or a giveaway that way, because he got me thinking that way. And I ended up buying 300 copies of his book that way. So that's about it. I mean,
if I recall, Josh, I think you ran a free promotion and a 99 cent promotion.
Yeah. Well, with my friend's book, I was giving it away, so it was free for other people. For my own book, I just did a 99 cent promotion. I may have done something where I said, hey, comment on this LinkedIn post, I'll send you a free copy of my book or something. And then I just sent them a PDF or something.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm sure I've done stuff like that as well. And that's pretty easy to do too. And if the goal is really just, hey, I just want to get my book in people's hands, I don't care anything about the sales. I mean, I wanted to get sales too. So I wanted the sales to show up on Amazon. I want the numbers.
Do
And
free
so
books show up on Amazon?
no, you have to charge something. But
Okay.
if you're charging 99 cents, Amazon doesn't care whether it's $10 or $20 or 99
As
cents.
long as it's
A sale
not
is
free.
still a sale. Yeah, a sale's a sale.
Okay.
And so,
So what was the
however,
goal behind the free, like giving people your book for free? What was the marketing or the sales objective for that?
I think what I was thinking is partly I mean, I benefit as well if people just have my book. If people have my book, it's a marketing tool for my LinkedIn agency. So that's part of it is if I could get my book into the hands of 10,000 people and just give it away for free, I'd do that in a heartbeat because that's 10,000 people who know my name and are going to read the book. And then it's a marketing piece for my business.
Right.
The other side of it is if I give away my book, like let's say I do a LinkedIn post and I say, hey, the first 10 people who respond, I'll give you a free copy of my book. Well, 10 people are going to respond, but then there's going to be another 10, 20, 30, 40 who are going to see it after I already give away the first 10. And they might go and actually buy the book, or they'll be more interested in the book, or they're going to know my name because they're going to see that post. If it were me giving away the book, I'd say, I do the LinkedIn post thing where you say, hey, I'm giving away free copies of my book. Comment below saying I want it, and then I'll send you a copy of it by PDF. Because if you get a bunch of people commenting on your post, then the post is going to blow up and be seen by a lot more people. And that many more people then are going to follow you, connect with you, and they might get a copy of the book, and then it's a marketing tool. So if I were in your shoes, that's one of the things I would do on LinkedIn is I would just give it away to anybody who says that they want it. But make sure you get people commenting, because if you just say, hey, message me or something, that doesn't do your post any good. It doesn't help drive the virality of your LinkedIn post. You've got to get people commenting on the post saying, I want it, because if 20 people do that, then that post shows up everywhere. And then a bunch of other people are curious. They're saying, what do people want? And then they go see your post and then they say, oh yeah, I want it too. And then it feeds itself.
And then do you give them a Kindle coupon?
Now, if I'm giving it away, then I just send them a PDF of the book.
Oh,
So I'll just send it through LinkedIn.
okay. So yeah, so the reason I haven't done that much, and I don't know if you've been able to solve this problem, is the people that you give the book away that way, they're not able to give you a rating on Amazon.
Right, that's true. Although they actually can give a rating, it just won't be a verified rating that they actually bought it. It will
Oh, I
it'll
see.
be a unverified, because you can leave a rating on any product on Amazon, but if you've bought it, then it shows up as a verified purchase, whereas if you haven't bought it, it doesn't. So you can still grow the number of your ratings if you're just looking to grow the pure number of ratings on Amazon. Doesn't matter if they bought it on Amazon or not, they can still leave a rating. If you want more verified purchase ratings, then of course they have to buy it through Amazon.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so you send your people the PDF.
Yeah, if I'm giving it away for free, that's what I do.
Okay, because I just send them the ebook so they can still read it on their Kindle reader or Amazon reader.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever works for you. I like doing the PDF because people can still import that into their ebook readers usually. And if they don't like reading on Kindle or something, they can just open it up on their desktop and read it. It's pretty flexible that way as a PDF.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that was the main thing. Oh, so the last question about this is, what is the launch calendar when you run a promotion like that? Like, how long does it take? Like it'll be unrealistic for me to do it like, next Tuesday, because there's a lot of things I have to set up. I have to get my promotional videos for social media ready. I have to get my, what is the typical launch calendar? Like, how long do you need to prepare for that?
It depends what you're going to do, but I mean, it depends how many social media posts you're going to do, what kind of videos, what kind of promotion you're going to do. But I would guess for most people, it's going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks of preparation. I mean, if somebody had a huge email list, they could do no preparation, right? They could just send out an email and say on Monday and say, hey, this week my book is 99 cents or something. If they've got 50,000 subscribers, then that will work great. But if you've got not an email list or not a very large email list, then maybe you want to prepare people more by putting it out on the podcast and saying, hey, from this week, first week of January or something, I'll be giving the book away for free or for 99 cents. Maybe you want to build some more momentum with that.
Okay, so you do it like a launch. You don't just send it out and say, hey, click this link and you can get my book for free. You give them a date that says, okay, on XY date, I'm going to be giving the book away for free, and they have to do something?
Well, it just depends on how you want to do it. Some people want to put more work into a book launch and build things up. Other people say, I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to send out an email the day it goes live. And if you think about it from the perspective of the person receiving the email, if you've got an email list and you send them 5 emails about your upcoming book promotion, by the time they get the second or third email, they're already going to tune it out. And then when you actually send out the email saying, okay, it's live now, they might not even be listening anymore because they're like, oh, it's just one more email promoting this book that I can't get yet for 99 cents. So there's something to be said for sending out a single email and just doing it the day that you start the promotion and say, hey, this week only, my book is 99 cents with no other prep, at least to your email list. And the same with social media. It might be a little bit different with the podcast, because if you're doing the podcast anyway, then you might say, hey, I've got this this offer coming up, because people are listening to the podcast anyway. But with email and social media, you don't want people to tune it out because that's all they see coming from you, are these announcements about something that hasn't happened yet.
All right. Well, that's it from my side.